There is one more speaker. It's going to be Rita Martin. She's going to do the ATC updates.
Tansin tutimtik kinanas kung na magkakyo-kyo da kamamopi kitiyak ugmakanak kasama tunong kaniyang staff. Good morning, elders, chiefs, and all the participants who are attending the meeting. I wanted to thank Grand Chief and Dale Oasis. We met the Education Commission on January 11th and 12th. At that time, we had Grand Chief in the audience, and he updated us with all of the important things happening from Ottawa and also from the provincial level. And at that point was when Dale had initially wanted a 2-day workshop with the commission, and that's when the Grand Chief decided that why not invite everybody. So you here today was the outcome of that, of them making this happen. So thank you both. But sometimes it's so good to tell about best practices. Niya na mo tindas kina ayabas ka si Hadyo, Fort McMurray region. Ikuti niya gatos kiya ang Niyanan Nation. So there's 5 First Nations there in Fort McMurray. We have the Athabasca Tribal Council, Chupoyan Prairie First Nation, Fort Mackay First Nation, 468, and Mixu Cree First Nation, and Athabasca Chupoyan First Nation. The protocol is we have board of directors who are the 5 chiefs. And then, in 1995, they appointed Education Committee. So we have Education Committee meetings. There are 10 people who sit on our committee. 5 are from the council, and 5 are appointed by the chiefs. So that's the protocol we follow. And right now, we have a CEO, Chief Executive Officer that recently joined us, Randy Barrington. We also have a Chief Financial Officer. We have directors of education, directors of health, director of child and family, and we have them working for us at our office. Just this past January, I just want to back up a little bit. We had a meeting earlier in January with child and family. So we came to that. And at that time, the chief was saying, well, talking to the Grand Chief, talking to our CEO and myself, we should start promoting, bringing these things right away to ATC. So on January the 5th, I first introduced our way of knowing, our cultural presentation, the history of the Bush Cree people to our staff, and we have about 38 staff. And they were overwhelmed because they had never seen the true artifacts that our ancestors used and the way we lived back then. So on February the 5th now, I'm going to start teaching basic Cree conversation to the staff, and then I am going to teach them how to drum and sing a Cree song. And this Cree song was gifted to me by the elder who's at the hospital at Royal Alec, Emily Ominiak, at some conference we had with Northland School Division. She taught us a song. So that's one of the songs I'll be singing. As well, I'm going to be teaching them Cree syllabics, so they will know how to write Cree syllabics. And it's so important to know family, so they're going to do a booklet on family. They'll make their own, do a floral design, because we're all Aboriginal way. We used to draw flowers when we're doing our work long ago. So they'll develop their own booklets. And then we also I also suggested to the CEO that perhaps we could, at the end, when they do have their certificate of completion of the CRE, and not only CRE, but we're going to be introducing Dene language as well, so they'll know Dene. We are going to get them to write that in their resume as part of their, whenever they go somewhere. Well, I can speak Cree and I can write Cree syllabics, or Dene for that matter. So we're making headways. And one of the things too that we also talked about just here is Grand Chief always gives us directions. We meet with the CEO. He comes there and and because we're from ATC, he was suggesting, well, we should start having a mini conference in Fort McMurray, bringing the elders, different people from the community to come and talk to us about, we can share, communicate, work together. So that's what we are going to be doing. But this morning, what really is the thing I wanted to talk about is Lori. I don't know if Lori is here. She's part of the Education Commission. I loved her presentation. So what we want to do is invite her to Athabasca Tribal Council to come and talk about the presentation. But we're going to invite the social program people from the health, people from education and child and family. Those 4 barrels you saw there? We're going to invite those people because you need all the 4 people to talk about how we're going to work on improving our education. One thing to wanted to remind people is that when we're talking about revitalization of our language and culture, we have to keep in mind that we do have fluent speakers in our communities, in our own area. So they could be the fluent teachers in the curriculum. It could be Dene language, Beaver, Cree, and also knowledge keepers. There are some people who are very keen on knowledge. They know the knowledge very well. We should have them as our teachers, master teachers, to teach at in our communities. So, and the other thing we wanted to premiere is on February the 24th on National Bullying Day. We're going to premiere a DVD video that was done on anti-bullying. They featured the community of Fort Chipewyan. So we have the Grand Chief there and Chief Alan Adam and some of the youth and the parents of how bullying impacted them. So that's what we have going as well. So anyway, that's all I wanted to tell you. That's what I wanted to update you, and I thank the Chief again for giving me an opportunity to share this best practices. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you all very much. There's just one little bit that I'd like to add before I hand the mic back to Dale. So we, over the last, yesterday, I guess, throughout the breakout sessions, we received a good amount of information. And so what our responsibility at WMC is at this point is we are documenting everything that we heard, and we are going to compile all of that information and provide that to Treaty 8. And part of the reason that we're doing that is because I think a lot of people just wanted their voices to be heard, and the fact that they were able to speak yesterday, have their voices heard, have us document it, it says something, it means something, that the information is going to be used going forward. The other thing that WMC is going to do is we're going to put together some recommendations that were identified yesterday in the breakout sessions. And where we have any additional recommendations, we'll also provide those. And additionally, we'll create a roadmap. So we recognize this is going to be quite a journey. I know there's been a lot of progress thus far, but we realize there's going to be more work to be done. And so we'll take the information we gathered, the recommendations, and we'll create a roadmap that's going to hopefully assist in the process of moving forward and achieving the type of education system that Treaty 8 First Nations is looking for. And I think that's it. So I would like to say, elders, Grand Chief, Chief, participants, and Dale, thank you very much. On behalf of my team, we were just happy to participate, very frankly, and the rest is just a bonus, so thank you.
So thank you, everyone. Yeah. All we've done here is we've gathered all this information, and we speak. Calvin, I want to again, the bald-headed guy sitting in the back by the wall there. He is going to. He's creating these standards. So a lot of the stuff we're doing here, he's been listening to. He's been saying that's going to help us in the direction that we're going. WMC are going to play a role in trying to help us identify a strategy. Now we're hearing a lot of we need to come back together. So we'll do what we can in terms of trying to find the dollars to make this happen again. As you know, everything we do is basically based on grants and contributions, as Leroy said yesterday. Everything we do is based on proposals. So we'll definitely do our best to get that funding and to put things in place.